All right, the next thing we're going to talk about are booleans. I think that's how you say it, but I'm actually not sure. So that's basically your and, or, and your not. So you can do those all in one line with parentheses, or you can use the multiple line feature. If you want to add more lines, you can do that here. If you want to take some away, you can do that here. You toggle them over here. I could do the same thing. Uh, so here's another cool thing. If you set up an account, it'll save a lot of your search terms for you. So, okay. So let's say we want to do religion and spirituality. So now I have an and inside of parentheses, and then I could do an or church or something like that, and spirituality. I don't know. Anyway, something like that. So you can do ands and ors, nots, all that other stuff. You can do them in line with parentheses, or you can do it across lines. Lots of combinations of that. So those are the booleans, and I'll show you how I would. So and or, that's kind of obvious. And means you want both of the things in there, or means you want one or the other. So let's do let's see. Let's do something like this to show you how this is useful, the or and the and combo. So moral and identity, or moral and self, or moral and self-identity. Okay? You could also do that same search this way. Moral and identity, or self-identity. Always multiple ways to do things. Okay? So what do we use the not for? Well, if you forget to click that dissertation button, I'll show you what happens. Let's run this bad boy. Okay, so got a lot of stuff. So if we scroll down here, the third thing here is a dissertation. So usually I'll start scrolling and be like, oh, I forgot to get rid of the dissertation. So you create a not line here, and you just type dissertation in there. Got to spell it right. And you'll see that number go down. So there was 1,000 and something dissertations. Kick those out. Now I might start scrolling through here, and I might realize, okay, some of this stuff has nothing to do with what I'm really interested in. Like, let's say I don't really care about presidential elections, especially after this year. So I don't really care about that. I would put or presidential. Now, it's probably only going to drop down one, but let's see. Maybe there's more than one that has something to do with that. Okay, 10 had something to do with that. Got rid of those 10. So if you get a lot of stuff, start scrolling through and you notice there's things that have nothing to do with what you really want. So let's say I don't really want to learn about ecology of learning. You just keep adding stuff there, and you'll gradually narrow it down to the stuff that you really care about. Okay. So that's basically how you use those. I'll show some other ways of using them in some other videos, but that's a basic intro to the booleans.